Hey, and welcome to the Megan Waldrop podcast. If you're new here, thank you for joining. Pull up a seat at our table. If you've been here before, I love you. You know how much I appreciate our time together. Thank you for spending these moments with us because this is our time to go deep and talk about how do we better ourselves as humans? Like, how do we better our experiences for ourselves to make life feel more enjoyable every single day and not just wait for the weekend or wait for a vacation? Because we can learn how to create this type of beauty every single day. We don't need anybody's permission and we don't have to finish all these projects to do it. We can figure out how to create this for ourselves moment by moment. And I'm going to share with you something that has truly helped me this past week. And I'm going to continue doing this. But this understanding, it's called The Five Laws of the Universe by Darryl Anka. And this is something that I've implemented into my meditation every morning. And it really helps me whenever I start to spiral or start to go down these old familiar memory pathways into these shudder memories or memories that make me cringe, or I get tied up with what's going to happen in the future, or I start to go down these worry spirals or anxiety. These remembering the five laws has truly helped me feel more centered and feel more trusting in what's going on around me, and that and surrender in the best way. Not that I'm, giving up all control, but it's surrendering to what we know is right and true inside for us. These five laws have helped me so much. So, like I said, when I start to feel anxiety come up, or I start thinking about the past, or I get tied up in the future, this is what I start to say to myself. And here they are. Number one of the five laws of the universe by Darryl Anka, as channeled through Darryl Anka, who is a writer, author. Google him. It's pretty incredible, all of the talents and skills that he has. I'm just going to leave it at that. But the five laws of the universe. One, you exist, the law of existence. You exist. Two, everything is here and now, which is the law of time. The past and future are illusions. Only the present moment exists. Okay, what does that mean? I talked about this in the last episode about what does it mean when people say all we have is the here and now? What does it mean to say all we have is the present? It means, because I was thinking, what does that mean whenever we have photos of the past, we have memories of the past, we have people talking about stories that have happened in the past? How do we have only the present? Like, isn't that real too? But what it means is that even whenever you're experiencing memories of the past, you're experiencing in them in the now. Whenever you're telling stories of the past, you're not living the past. It might feel like it in your body. Your body might react like it is, but you're experiencing them, you're sharing them now in your present moment. So, number one, you exist. Number two, everything is here and now. Even the stories that you're sharing in the past, even the pictures that you're looking at, they're happening in your now, in the here and now. Three, the one is the all, and the all are the one. This is the law of unity. Everything is interconnected, yet experiencing itself as individual parts. I love this. This is the thought of, if you believe in God, or however you define God, God exists in every single one of us and is experiencing life through every single one of us. If you believe in nature, we are all connected through nature, yet we are all having these individual experiences as a part of nature. If you believe in the Big Bang Theory, we are all stardust. We all were created from this Big Bang in the universe. We are all connected through those embers, that fire, that light of these stars. We are all connected through that as in our genetic makeup. We are all connected as a species. We're all connected as people, animals, mammals, whatever it is living on planet Earth. We are all, the one is all, and all are the one. That's number three. Number four, what you put out is what you get back. This is the law of reflection and mirroring. So, this is saying that the physical reality is a mirror reflecting your belief systems, thoughts, and emotions. So, your outer world is a reflection of your inner state. This one's a big one. But I also we could go deep on this, and I feel like this is another episode to dig deeper into that. But I'm going to say that one more time. What you put out is what you get back. The physical reality is a mirror reflecting your belief systems, thoughts, and emotions. What I equate this to is karma. It's like the law of karma. Whatever you put out there is going to come back to you. That boomerang effect. It's interesting that this thought can exist in different spiritual modalities, different religious teachings that of this kind of almost cosmic balance of going out and coming back. What you put out is what you put back. And number 5, change is the only constant. This is the law of transformation. Everything changes except for the first 4 laws. The universe is in a constant state of flux and expansion. I'm going to read through them again. 5 laws of the universe. Number 1, you exist. Number 2, everything is here and now. Number 3, the one is all and all are the one. Number 4, what you put out is what you get back. And number 5, change is the only constant. Everything changes except the 4 laws. Marinate on that. I repeat this to myself in meditations in the morning. I repeat it to myself. Like I said, when I start to spiral, I'm like, okay, wait, I'm going back in the past. What do I remember? I remember that I exist and I exist in the here and now. And I know that we're all connected and that what I put out is what I get back. And that the only thing that is real that doesn't change are these 4 laws. Everything else changes except these 4 laws. And whenever they say everything changes, it means everything outside of these laws are just beliefs, and beliefs can be changed. And I love this thought of changing beliefs in a way to pave a clear path for the future. When we're able to bring ourselves back or make ourselves not go down that rabbit hole, when we're able to create these calmer, peaceful moments and retrain ourselves from going down these past dark paths, this negative self-talk, this it can't happen to me, just any kind of negativity that you might be challenged with right now. When we're able to pull ourselves out of this, this is a way of paving a smoother road for the future. Because if you think about it, the past was once the future. I mean, the past was once the present. At one point, those present moments became our past. Am I getting too deep here? What I'm trying to say is if we're able to have more of an equilibrium, we're able to create a smoother way to live life for tomorrow. So, like I mentioned before, every time that we practice breath or grounding techniques, here's a quick one too, a grounding technique, which I know that I'm sure that you've used before. But it's like whenever you're starting to spiral or you feel like you're going into a deep, whatever it is, human default mode of feeling anxious, stress, or anxiety, you name what's actually happening now. So one of the fastest ways to return to the present is to try these sensor realities. And I'm reading them from my notes. You say to yourself, what do I see? What do I hear? What do I physically feel in my body? For example, you could say, okay, I'm sitting in a chair. I can feel the floor underneath my feet. My breath is moving in my chest. And whenever you're actually physically able to ground yourself in that way, you're like, okay, this is what's happening in this moment. Your brain stops time traveling because it's receiving this current sensory data. Okay, I'm not back in the past. I'm sitting in this chair. I feel my feet on the floor. This is actually where I am right now. Because I exist in the here and now. We're all connected. And what I put out is what I get back. What I put out, if I'm putting out this calm, beautiful energy, that is the calm, beautiful energy I'm going to receive in the future. And I'm not saying that it's coming from other people or other things. It could, but the whole thing is that we're building this new foundation for our bodies. Like we're almost rebuilding our bodies, reprogramming our bodies. to feel calm. So when we're putting out calm, whenever we face a situation that feels challenging, our bodies are going to be like, oh, wait, I know how to go to that calm state and not feel wrapped up into this. So whatever I'm putting out right now is how I'm going to get it back in the future. Whatever I'm putting out right now is going to help my body feel this way in the future. It's pretty amazing. And to know that everything else are just beliefs and that beliefs can be changed at any single moment. We are not a slave to our thoughts. We are not our thoughts. Our bodies react to our thoughts. And that's where we start to, that's when it starts to get into like the red zone because we think, wait, I get, you get caught up with, okay, this, and then it pings to this, and the next thing, and then next thing you know, you're like Minecrafting a whole world in your head of what could have happened, what didn't happen, what could happen in the future, blah, blah, blah. And just like building these incredible stories that just aren't even real. And how much time, I mean, just think about it. And I think about this too. How many things that I've worried about or have been anxious about in the past that just never came true? I mean, how many times have you been like, man, I wasted a lot of freaking energy on worrying about this in the future or worrying about what other people thought of me and worrying about just outside forces that I have no control over whatsoever. It's like, what do I have control over now? Okay. I have control over that I exist. Everything is here and now. I exist in the here and now. We're all connected. What I put out is what I get back. And that the only thing that exists are those four realities. I exist. Everything is here and now. The one is all and all are the one. And what you put out is what you get back. Just try it and see if this is something that is helpful for you. See if this is something that can help pull you back. Because every time I find a new grounding technique, I'm going to share it with you because we all ingest information in different ways. It all hits our brain and our bodies in different ways. So I'm just going to keep sharing. I love to keep hearing what works for you so I can share them too. And until we find something that works. And what's fun is that maybe something like this will work for a while, and maybe you want something new. And that's great because then you're just like building this whole other tool. You have like this tool belt of cool grounding techniques or ways to feel more centered and feel more like yourself that you can pull out in the future and be like, oh, this one, no, I want to use this one or this one. Oh, I'm going to try this one. Cool. All right. Oh, maybe this is something I can teach my kids or my nephews or niece or grandkids or whatever that is. Like these are, or my friends, my family. What is working for me that I can help and share for others? Thank you for listening. Here's the 5 laws of the universe. How fun is that? I love how we can go into these deep conversations about existence, about living day to day, and to just, it really is a way to pull back and appreciate life in a whole new way, and life in a whole new lens. Here are ways that we can truly give ourselves these breaks, these vacations every single day without having to say, oh, I got to take time off of work to go on vacation. I got to go take time off to do this. And then I'm going to relax. I have 2 weeks a year. I'm going to relax, or I'm going to have a great birthday. And that's going to be my big celebration. But then that's puts so much pressure on those events. And then you're like, I'm stressed on vacation. I'm not having the best birthday ever because you're building all these expectations when really we could just give ourselves these moments of calm every single day because life truly doesn't happen in the big moments. It's the small moments. It's these every day. This is our lives. It's like the everyday. Sure, the big moments are fun. We have these celebrations, but that's not what life is all about. It's all this little stuff, all the little things that become so big. When your kids or nephew or niece or your grandkids run up to you and give you a big hug, or you get a big hug from your family or your friends, or moments where you can just talk to people and feel like you're being heard. And that's what I hope that you feel in this space that we've created here. I mean, this is our space to talk about those things that we can feel more connected to each other and most importantly, more connected to ourselves. Thanks so much for joining, and I'll see you next time. Take care.